Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are gonna paint together this watercolor Monstrea Leaf. So let's begin. All you need is Photoshop and this video tutorial. So here we are with this reference image. You can download, or if you are having any Monstrea Leaf, you can put it out there and have a look. And then after that just make a new layer from here in the layer panel like this, and I'm renaming it as a sketch. And next I'm gonna select brush tool from the toolbar, and here in the brush presets, with this basic brush I'm gonna paint. You can try out some other brushes too with the very smaller size. I'm gonna paint. Don't worry if you are while painting if it's not looking that great, no worries. It's just look like a Monstrea leaf. Rest we will be doing afterwards. So as you can see, I'm just making stroke by stroke. In that way we can just paint, like computer will not hang up or it's not anything. And the tool that I'm using is my one by Wacom Pad. It's very basic guys, and it's very handy too, so you can find yours one, or if you are having yours, great to go. So yeah, like this. As you can see, this sketch is getting more like a good one, reflecting that Monstrea here too. So once we are done with the sketching like this, if you are still unhappy with some parts, like I'm not happy with my bottom one, so with the eraser tool shortcut E, I'm just gonna erase these area. While erasing, I was having the hard round brush selected so that it's clean edges, so keep in mind that thing, and just recreating my design like this. Sometimes it's really a trial and error. We have to just go on and keep going, while the best result might be like this. So by the time I'm getting my sketch ready, if you are new to my video, I'm Shivangi, and a digital artist who uploads here weekly some new tutorials, something new to make with me in the digital media, and so on. And after this, with a new layer again renamed as colors, with eyedropper tool selected, I'm gonna pick color from this reference image, like and with the brush tool, oops, not this one, with the hard round brush tool like this, quite 50 pixels size, or it could be 72, depends. And then I'm gonna paint again next color, a dark one. So this is how I'm creating some color palette for our this image like this. Isn't it reflecting the reference image guys? If it is, then it's great to go. And after that, for making the next basic color, I'm gonna select the sketch layer, then with the magic wand tool just click in the area, in the center area part like this, and then it's selected. In the new layer, make a new layer from as we did earlier, and just with the paint bucket tool shortcut G, drop in the color, the base color that you want, like this I did here. So you can just rename it. I am renaming so that it's easier for me and you guys to understand what's going on the screen. Here from the eyedropper I took another highlighted color and just changed the brush one and just making the center part like this. And to fill in the color, I'm just once outlining the area, the shape, just with the paint bucket tool I filled it over here and it's done. Now it's time to make the smaller stems like veins of the leaf, something like this. Have a look on your reference image and according to that, remember, like, it's, as you can see, the stems, these veins are having a like a very narrower, very thinner edge, and one side it's very thick, so we have to paint like that. And to do that, I'm just repainting or just making once the whole stroke, then just thickening one side like this. You can also use this same funda for your sketch. And next tip I would add is that don't make these tiny details in a very straight way, because that will just make your sketch a more flat one rather than like this giving a much detail, a heavier look. So like this, it's pretty looking nice right now rather than the before one. So yeah. Now we are ready to go to next thing. In this, again, next layer, and in this I'm going to use the different brush tool with different brush properties, like you can see here, multiply, and with as it is a multiply, like it will darken the color, I will just go with the lower opacity and choose the color that you want to go with. Like I'm here having the dark green and a 25% opacity. With the new layer selected, keep in mind that you are having the new layer selected, or otherwise your whole sketch will be like disrupted. So just have a look on your reference image and keep painting. You can use that similar brush that we use for sketch, and this will give an effect like this, as you can see, or you can just change to some different brush, as I'm not having great results. So I think I will change, but let's have fun with this one. I selected this soft round brush and just painting over here wherever I think the dark could be. You can see it's creating a depth in our sketch. This is the part where the sketch, or a very simple one, turns to be very exclusive. So keep going like this. I'm doing a stroke, and even like as we do with hands while painting on paper, similarly I'm applying strokes here on the digital. anytime any confusion, you can just have a look on your sketch and your reference image. Now once done with this shadow part, I'm changing the brush color mode, which is color to color dodge. And now again, in the new layer, and I'm painting with a light green so that it's making some highlights like this. Don't paint too much, otherwise it will be too bright and too contrasting. Until or unless you want that effect, just like this. Our leaf is changing, our leaf is getting its shape, its textures done right. Now with a steel gray kind of color that we're having in the color palette, and with the same color dodge and the same layer, I'm gonna paint with this color too. So something here in the bottom. Don't pressurize yourself too much with the reference image, as it's just an image, guys, and this is your masterpiece, your sketch. So take your time, enjoy your project, and just keep on going. So to delete the extra edges in the extra field, and for that I'm just going to select the base color layer, and now hold Ctrl and click on the layer thumbnail of base color layer, and this whole Monstrea leaf is selected like this. In whichever layer you want to delete the extra space, select that, hit Ctrl Shift I so that the selection is inversed, and just delete it. So you can see we are having the cleanest edges. Now again a new layer with a different brush from here and a lower size, and the same color, that's the steel gray and color dodge effect. I'm gonna make, you can see in the reference image, it's like all over there is some simple lines. So that's what I'm gonna make here, like this. It's very slight, guys, but it's adding a real texture, a real bending texture to our leaf. So you can right now see this half is so in detail that it's very slight but getting the effect. And while making these smaller details, keep in mind to go with the flow, with the shape of the leaf, and in one direction only. That's how it's in the real. So we have to try to achieve that look, and something like this. Don't worry if it go out of the edges. We can again just simply like that. Earlier what we did, we can again just clean up our edges. So we are nearly done. And yes, this is the result of our detailed look. Again selecting the base color layer thumbnail like this, and deleting our extra space with a Ctrl Shift I inverse selection. Now in the new layer, again with the light green color, I'm going to make smaller veins to the basic thicker veins we had earlier made, and just branching it out like this. all with the same brush tool and same brush properties. Just move your hands slightly, don't pressure too much. You can see our bottom part is looking pretty much great, I could say. And similarly here, narrow space, narrow details, and wider one, a big space to play with details. One thing more that I'm trying to have in the look is the faded veins, so that it's look totally natural. There are no sharp edges at the thinnest point, so going ahead like that, and we are pretty much good to go and happy with the results, so that our sketch is getting into a real leaf. Here somewhere in the bottom, somewhere on the tops, because it's curved as you can see. So on the other side also, in the bottom area, there could be some shadows, so paint it according to that. And yay, we are ready with our masterpiece painted of the Monstrea leaf. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if yes, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe us if you have not yet subscribed, to get such interesting tutorials weekly in your inbox.